سورة الصافات، وهي سورة مكية، وعدد آياتها 182 آية.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
I seek refuge with Allah from the accursed Satan.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
والصافات صفا.
By those angels lined up in rows.
فالزاجرات زجرا.
And those who drive the clouds.
فالتاليات ذكرا.
And those who recite the message.
إن إلهكم لواحد.
Indeed, your God is one.
رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما ورب المشارق.
Lord of the heavens and the earth, and that between them, and Lord of the sunrises.
إنا زينا السماء الدنيا بزينة الكواكب.
Indeed, we have adorned the nearest heaven with an adornment of stars.
وحفظا من كل شيطان مارد.
And as protection against every rebellious devil.
لا يسمعون إلى الملأ الأعلى ويقذفون من كل جانب.
So they may not listen to the exalted assembly of angels and are pelted from every side.
دحورا ولهم عذاب واصب.
Repelled, and for them is a constant punishment.
إلا من خطف الخطفة فأتبعه شهاب ثاقب.
Except one who snatches some words by theft, but they are pursued by a burning flame, piercing in brightness.
فاستفتهم أهم أشد خلقا أم من خلقنا إنا خلقناهم من طين لازب.
Then inquire of them, O Muhammad, are they a stronger or more difficult creation, or those others we have created? Indeed, we created men from sticky clay.
بل عجبت ويسخرون
But you wonder while they mock.
وإذا ذكروا لا يذكرون
And when they are reminded, they remember not.
وإذا رأوا آية يستسخرون
And when they see a sign, they ridicule.
وقالوا إن هذا إلا سحر مبين
And say, this is not but obvious magic.
أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أإنا لمبعوثون
When we have died and become dust and bones, are we indeed to be resurrected?
أوآباؤنا الأولون
And our forefathers as well?
قل نعم وأنتم داخرون
Say, yes, and you will be rendered contemptible.
فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم ينظرون
It will be only one shout, and at once they will be observing.
وقالوا يا ويلنا هذا يوم الدين
They will say, "Oh, woe to us! This is the day of recompense."
هذا يوم الفصل الذي كنتم به تكذبون
They will be told, "This is the day of judgment which you used to deny."
احشروا الذين ظلموا وأزواجهم وما كانوا يعبدون
The angels will be ordered, "Gather those who committed wrong, their kinds, and what they used to worship."
من دون الله فاهدوهم إلى صراط الجحيم
Other than Allah, and guide them to the path of hellfire.
وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون
And stop them. Indeed, they are to be questioned.
ما لكم لا تناصرون
They will be asked, "What is wrong with you? Why do you not help each other?"
بل هم اليوم مستسلمون
But they, that day, are in surrender.
وأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون
And they will approach one another blaming each other.
قالوا إنكم كنتم تأتوننا عن اليمين
They will say, Indeed, you used to come at us from the right.
قالوا بل لم تكونوا مؤمنين
The oppressors will say, Rather, you yourselves were not believers.
وما كان لنا عليكم من سلطان بل كنتم قوما طاغين
And we had over you no authority, but you were a transgressing people.
فحق علينا قول ربنا إنا لذائقون
So the word of our Lord has come into effect upon us. Indeed, we will taste punishment.
فأغويناكم إنا كنا غاوين
And we led you to deviation. Indeed, we were deviators.
فإنهم يومئذ في العذاب مشتركون
So indeed they, that day, will be sharing in the punishment.
إنا كذلك نفعل بالمجرمين
Indeed, that is how we deal with the criminals.
إنهم كانوا إذا قيل لهم لا إله إلا الله يستكبرون
Indeed they, when it was said to them, There is no deity but Allah, were arrogant.
ويقولون أئنا لتاركو آلهتنا لشاعر مجنون
And were saying, Are we to leave our gods for a mad poet?
بل جاء بالحق وصدق المرسلين
Rather, the Prophet has come with the truth and confirmed the previous messengers.
إنكم لذائق العذاب الأليم
Indeed, you disbelievers will be tasters of the painful punishment.
وما تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون
And you will not be recompensed except for what you used to do.
إلا عباد الله المخلصين
but not the chosen servants of Allah.
أولئك لهم رزق معلوم.
Those will have a provision determined.
فواكه وهم مكرمون.
Fruits, and they will be honored.
في جنات النعيم.
In gardens of pleasure.
على سرر متقابلين.
On thrones facing one another.
يطاف عليهم بكأس من معين.
There will be circulated among them a cup of wine from a flowing spring.
بيضاء لذة للشاربين.
White and delicious to the drinkers.
لا فيها غول ولا هم عنها ينزفون.
No bad effect is there in it, nor from it will they be intoxicated.
وعندهم قاصرات الطرف عين.
And with them will be women limiting their glances, with large, beautiful eyes.
كأنهن بيض مكنون.
As if they were delicate eggs, well protected.
فأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون.
And they will approach one another, inquiring of each other.
قال قائل منهم إني كان لي قرين.
A speaker among them will say, "Indeed, I had a companion on earth."
يقول أئنك لمن المصدقين.
Who would say, "Are you indeed of those who believe?"
أَإِذَا مِتْنَا وَكُنَّا تُرَابًا وَعِظَامًا أَإِنَّا لَمَدِينُونَ.
That when we have died and become dust and bones, we will indeed be recompensed.
قال هل أنتم مطلعون.
He will say, "Would you care to look?"
فاطلع فرآه في سواء الجحيم.
And he will look and see him in the midst of the hellfire.
قال تالله إن كدت لتردين.
He will say, by Allah, you almost ruined me.
ولولا نعمة ربي لكنت من المحضرين.
If not for the favor of my Lord, I would have been of those brought into hell.
أفما نحن بميتين.
Then, are we not to die?
إلا موتتنا الأولى وما نحن بمعذبين.
Except for our first death, and we will not be punished?
إن هذا لهو الفوز العظيم.
Indeed, this is the great attainment.
لمثل هذا فليعمل العاملون.
For the like of this, let the workers on earth work.
أذلك خير نزلا أم شجرة الزقوم.
Is paradise a better accommodation, or the tree of Zakkum?
إنا جعلناها فتنة للظالمين.
Indeed, we have made it a torment for the wrongdoers.
إنها شجرة تخرج في أصل الجحيم.
Indeed, it is a tree issuing from the bottom of the hellfire.
طلعها كأنه رؤوس الشياطين.
Its emerging fruit as if it was heads of the devils.
فإنهم لآكلون منها فمالئون منها البطون.
And indeed, they will eat from it and fill with it their bellies.
ثم إن لهم عليها لشوبا من حميم.
Then indeed, they will have after it a mixture of scalding water.
ثم إن مرجعهم لإلى الجحيم.
Then indeed, their return will be to the hell fire.
إنهم ألفوا آباءهم ضالين.
Indeed, they found their fathers astray.
فهم على آثارهم يهرعون.
So they hastened to follow in their footsteps.
ولقد ضل قبلهم أكثر الأولين.
And there had already strayed before them most of the former peoples.
وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا فِيهِم مُّنذِرِينَ
And we had already sent among them warners.
فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المنذرين
Then look how was the end of those who were warned.
إلا عباد الله المخلصين
But not the chosen servants of Allah.